Lesson 14. God manifests in action. The seventh and last means which God uses is action. God manifests himself by action. The result of manifestation is actuality. In your everyday experience, this is very clear. The thought image of a chair does not and cannot become an actual chair except by action. A mind image of a chair never becomes an actual chair until someone makes it by action. Again and again, we are told this great truth in the sacred scriptures, and it is strange that we have missed using it for so long. We are told the truth again and again. God made. God made. God made. Every mind image or ideal is turned into an actuality by action. Activity makes each desire become an actual creation. This is the seventh and culminating means of creation which God uses. All of God's means. First, God knows himself. He knows that he is he. He knows that he has power to create. Second, God desires what he wants and desires to create but one thing at a time. Third, God consecrates himself to create the one thing he desires at the time he wants it. Fourth, God uses mind to begin manifestation. He thinks what he wishes. Fifth, God loves the image he has conceived so that it will not remain formless and void. Sixth, God gives multiplying power to his image so that it will augment itself. Seventh, God uses action to complete his manifestation, to change his thought image into actual experience. Earth and heaven are yours. There is nothing mythical about the means God uses. They are very simple. They are easily used. By common sense examples, let us apply these 7 means. 1. To creating material things. 2. To creating a spiritual condition. First, you cannot feel inclined to begin to make a chair unless deep within you, you feel that you have the power to do so. Second, if 1 minute you desire to make a chair, the next a piano, the third a bookcase, and fourth an icebox, you create nothing. Oneness of desire makes it divine and gives it its power to become a reality. Third, as you concentrate yourself to make the chair you desire, you give yourself the compelling impulse to think, love, live, and make it an actuality. Fourth, you think out just what kind of chair you want to make. You form a mind image of it, a chair of 4 legs or of 3 legs, a chair with a high back or a low back, etc. Fifth, you love your mind image of what you want. If you do not love it, it will remain formless and void in your mind. Love it enough to make yourself desire to do whatever is necessary to make it an actual chair. Sixth, use your life-multiplying power. You multiply your ideas of how you are going to make it, what tools to use, what materials to use, what color to paint it, etc. Seventh, and lastly, you do the actual work of making the chair, or get someone else to do the actual work. Otherwise, your mind image never becomes an actual chair. Whether chair or table, business or health, riches or happiness, each is created by these 7 means. They are the direct uses God makes of his own power in producing what he wants. Applying these means and creating a chair is an illustration of use for material things. As an opposite extreme of their use, let me illustrate their application in creating the true and understanding mateship which every heart desires. Creating true mateship. First, you know that you are a part of the mateship you want, and that you have the capacity of being one party of a true mateship. Second, know what you desire. You do not desire a mate so much as you desire true mateship. It is the spiritual relation of perfect understanding for which your heart longs. Third, consecrate yourself to attaining true mateship. This is the very opposite of trying to attract a mate which so often fails. When you consecrate your soul to being fitted for true mateship, it never fails. Fourth, think the thought image of the mateship you wish. Do not picture a or the mate you wish. Do not picture even the kind of mate you wish. Instead, picture the spiritual mateship of understanding and love which your heart desires. This prevents most of the sad and lonely failures you will otherwise experience, and it makes you realize that when you try to attract a mate, you think of one side only, the other person. One-sided thinking does not come true. Unity, true spiritual mateship, does come true because it is complete. Fifth, love your ideal of mateship, but do not try to use love to attract a mate. When you try to attract toward you, you work contrary to God's one law of activity. God shines outward. You shine outward. Shine love outward, and the true mate for you will seek to live in the sunshine of your love. Sixth, give life to your ideal of mateship. Give it multiplying power. Think of 100 elements of true mateship instead of one. Then your true ideal of mateship will be infinite, and the love of the one you need will fit into the ideal. And seventh, live mateship in spiritual action. Mateship is unity, not separation. Cast out every thought of separation, for every such thought makes you act contrary to the divine consciousness of mateship. What you idolize thus will come true. God uses only 7 means. These are the only means you need to attain whatever you want. In the rest of this book, they are simply applied to creating health, riches, and happiness. Reread these 7 lessons of Chapter 2 and make a list of the 7 means. Keep the list by you every day, for it includes all of the means which are essential in applying truth so that you can create as God creates.